What's up, Taurus? Welcome back to Theresthattarot. Taurus. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of my May bulls, okay? The ones of you who are born in May, this may be more specific for you. Or more centered around you. There's somebody that wants you, or you want them, or y'all want each other. But are they ready for you? Are you ready, Taurus, for them? Or is this a matter of divine timing? Or are you holding on to something that's keeping you from what is yours by divine right? The ball's in your court at this point, I think. Or maybe you've left the ball in someone else's court. We're going to see. Many of you are dealing with a water sign. What is it that you need to release? I feel like something very personal to you in your private life is about to... Either it's all about to unfold or it's all about to come together. There's going to be some kind of, I don't know if it's the climax or like the solution, the resolution. Okay. I feel like this reading may be connected to love, betrayal. Someone looking at what they did to a relationship, and that relationship could be with anybody. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like there's someone who's looking at what they did and they're still harboring a lot of love and they want peace. Something may have happened that sullied someone's reputation or something got a bad rep. Somebody took a big L in something or in love, it feels. Or somebody feels like for all, like they maybe they had some kind, I don't know. You know how they say even bad publicity is publicity. I don't know if that's a good thing in this case. You know, maybe if you're like a celebrity and you end up making money off of the bad news that gets spread about you, but I don't think somebody made any money off of this. I think they may have just took an L. I'm seeing apologies, maybe a start over with someone. But has this ship sailed? And are you dealing with or have Leo in your chart? Somebody may be projecting their insecurities onto you. Or are you doing this to someone else? Whoever this person is very likely to betray the other person, whether it means that they did it on purpose or they did it because it's just simply where they are right now in life. Some people don't mean to hurt you. But there's an elephant in the room, and we're going to have to address it at some point, Taurus. Does this person mean you any good? Do you mean them any good? Being in a relationship ain't everything. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's whatever it is. But being in the right one can definitely make a big difference. If you become enlightened with some information that don't hit you right, don't react. Something is obvious. Don't react. Quietly wait. Because people always tell on themselves. Okay? We're going to look into the tarot. And I'm going to put my phone on silent. Sorry about that. One of your fellow earth signs are calling me. My father, the Virgo. So, how do you feel, Taurus? How are you feeling right now? How's Taurus feeling right now? You have a lot of responsibilities. You take on a lot and you need somebody to nurture you. I feel like there are a lot of selfless acts that take place throughout your day today. Many of you are parents. Or you tend to people in some way. Don't try to understand what's happening, Taurus. Acceptance, grace for whatever it is that you're taking on. And I feel like it's on a day to day. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of just a lot of challenges or a lot of responsibilities. A lot of people you have to take care of. Whether that's on your job, within your home. But the Sphinx in this card is the keeper of secrets. They hold the secrets to your destiny, and sometimes we just have to accept that. The wheel's going to keep moving. If you try to understand everything that's happening and why it's happening the way that it's happening, it'll only bring you despair. So just go with the flow. It's working in your favor. You may feel like there's some things that are blocking you. Or like things are moving in the wrong direction or in a bad direction. Or there's something on the other side of when you're not communicating with this person. Could be a Gemini. Or perhaps there's a blockage in a connection here. Yeah, one that makes you very happy. Could be an Aries. This could be somebody that you met through work, or that you work with, or not that you work with, but that you would like to work with. But there's a need to look at it, though. There's a need to look at the full picture here, and you need time to do that. You need space to do that. There's something that should have been addressed a long time ago. Is that elephant we was talking about earlier? It's long overdue. What is that? Could have been some deception here. Something sneaky deaky going on. Seven of Swords wanted to pop out. Is it time to walk away? Because you're still looking at the love. You're looking at this thing. And it's like there's an innocence to the way that you look at it. I don't want to call it a naivety. But it's like I still wish for it. It may not be quite enough for you. Okay? Because it's only 8 cups. What we all truly desire is 10. Okay? But there's only 8 here, but we're looking at it, and meanwhile, a shooting star is going over this kid's head. He was supposed to be making a wish, but he's looking back at something else. There's his wish right there, but he's looking at this. At something that's not the 10 of Cups. But it was beautiful for what it was. I want the 8 of Cups. It could be a fixation on something or someone. How do we start over? Didn't I say that in your meditation? Yeah, apologies. Starting over. It's a little fortune. What do I bring? What can I bring to the table in this situation? What would please the other? What would be good enough? Be careful of listening to people that you can't see. Be careful of listening to people who aren't revealing themselves to you. The other thing, you can help people, you can give, but don't give it all away, Taurus. Don't give it all away. Make sure that you're getting enough rest, because it's very hard to make the right decisions when you're tired. And I feel like there's something that you need to be very alert about concerning a connection that you have with someone. One that has stood the test of time. This wasn't out of a fling. There's something here that made you very happy about this person. I feel like there's something that you share that's very innocent. And I feel like you have also made this person start to question themselves as far as morality, and in some way you've helped this person to grow. Integrity. That's the word that comes to mind. This could be somebody who's very wise. They're looking at their stuff. They're looking at their mess. Because I feel like they've manifested something. Perhaps in you. It's like, here you are. Here it is. Was I ready for this? Or am I willing to fight for this? Am I willing to... Is what I've gained here, was it worth what I had to go through to get it? Like, after it's all said and done, did I win? Never know if you never try. So I do see an offer here. Let's see. I feel like this is the same song I played in Aries reading. I feel like there's a part 2 coming up with you and someone. apologies. There was a betrayal in the past. Someone's now questioning morality, integrity, what's right and wrong, looking at it. I feel like this happens at night for this person. Or you. Could be you. Let's look at what this is. It's testing Taurus right now. Is this a test? It's testing Taurus right now. Could be struggling. Somebody may be dealing with abandonment issues. It could also be a financial struggle, just a hardship that you're going through right now. This could also be a hardship that you're going through with someone else. And if you two could just sit down and talk, or perhaps see, I feel like you both are maybe in despair about something. But if there was a open line of communication, or like if you could lift your head up and look at this from a different vantage point, I feel like you both would realize that you're actually on the same page. But as long as you have your head down and you're worrying about this and that, and not either communicating about it, like it could be that you and someone are on the outs, but you're actually not. If you would just look up. Many of you are dealing with a Cancer. Someone's name could have R in it, or there could be an R initial. Somebody's worrying about someone leaving. I feel like you guys have like several doors, and it's like pick the right door, pick the right door. Which one is the right door, Taurus? Are you worried about someone leaving you? Or are they worried about it? Could be a fire sign. Or maybe you're wondering if something's over in their life. This could be somebody who means a lot to you. But you need time to think about this. Is this something that I can take on? Or would I be taking it on alone? Well, somebody has a very heavy load that they carry. But I just can't get enough of this love. I can't get enough of this. So I'll find a way to juggle it all. Let me see something, Taurus. Sorry, I know that was loud. It's like I can't get enough of it, right? I don't know how I'm going to be able to cope or keep up with the person that I admire. But I'm going to try. Somebody has a lot on them. But there's one connection in particular that someone cannot get enough of. And it's really up to destiny. Leave it up to destiny. I don't feel like there's a lot that you're going to have to do in order to figure this one out, Taurus. But leave it up to destiny. Don't worry about, don't put your focus on a negative outcome. Just leave it up to destiny. Doesn't mean don't do nothing. Doesn't mean it doesn't mean do too much either. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. Where it is that you're headed is much better than what it is that you just came out of. Okay? So don't lose hope on what it is that you're looking at. Stop looking back. Because this time you're looking at the shooting star. This time you're looking ahead. You remember the kid, he was looking back at the cups. The love from before. The whatever from before. This one, he's looking out at that star now. That was behind the other one. Okay, you've grown since then. So keep looking forward. Whatever it is that you're looking forward to is better than where you came from, Taurus. And you shouldn't give up on it. I'm going to leave it there. Please like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box for that. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can hit the thanks button below or find my PayPal information in the comment section. I'll see you next time. Ciao.